what up though? So before we start talking about guns, let's talk about respect. I think a lot of y'all are trolls. I don't think that some of y'all might be real, but I think some of y'all are trolls. And whether you a troll or whether you real, like, bro, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares what you have to say. Everybody is rich online. I'm rich too. I'm gonna tell you right now, over here, I don't play that type of shit. We don't play that. You talk that over here, I'm gonna talk it right back and I'm gonna block your ass. I don't really even do blocking in my real life, in my personal life, but I'm just letting you know that disrespect. So now that we have the disrespect will not be tolerated and respect is the only thing that is appreciated around here, let's move on and let's talk about firearms. So now that you know that we don't care, let's talk about my first gun. The Beretta APX carry. This gun is absolutely one of my least favorite guns that I have. This gun is absolutely like trash. Like the trigger is like a 10-pound trigger. Reset. Yeah, reset on this is trash. Trigger is trash. I don't know how many this gun holds. I'm not really sure. This was my first gun that I bought. I bought this gun in, I think, 2020, so I had it for about 4 years. My least favorite gun, I wrapped it with some hockey tape. I forget who it was by. Howie's hockey tape. And I remember, how could I have Howie's hockey tape on here? And this gun is my least favorite that I have. It kicks like crazy. The iron sights are pretty good on here, but all in all, I really do not like this gun at all. It's my least favorite in my entire collection. I paid about $340 for this. $340. So it was a good purchase, I guess, because it's my first gun. It means something to me. It's gonna end up being passed down to my son, most definitely. But this gun is trash. I cannot stand this gun. A subcompact. This is a compact. No, this is a compact. This is gonna be my SIG P320 compact, or C, I guess they will call it. I have some 147 grain in here. These are some PSA ammunition. Focus on me. Ammunition is by PSA. Ammunition runs good. I've never shot it out of this gun specifically because I've only shot this gun a few times. I just love SIGs. SIGs are like my favorite pistols, period, and that's kind of why I really copped it. I really thought it was gonna kind of be like my EDC during, I think this was 2 years ago. I think I bought this gun 2 years ago. I'm not really sure when I bought this gun, but I thought it was gonna be my EDC carry for 2022 or 23. I'm not really sure. But the reason why I never EDC'd this was because I tried to put a red dot on here and I didn't know that, you know, SIGs, they have their own proprietary like mounting system or something like that, or only certain red dots can go on them or something like that. So I just decided to like kind of stray away from that and kind of go with, I don't even know what I ended up going with. Oh, I was carrying my, I'm gonna show y'all that in a minute. But I ended up going with another gun because I just wasn't feeling this gun. She's pretty. She got the beaver tail on there, a little stippling on there, aggressive, or mild stippling on there. And she has some nice sights, and that's really about it. It's a 15 plus 1 in that SIG. Next gun, ooh, I'm gonna tell you right now, this gun is, I can't even tell you if this is the original. Probably not because of the slide color, but it's gonna be my PSA dagger. Obviously I have like 50, not literally, but I have a lot of dagger parts. And if you haven't copped you one, my advice would be to cop one because they cheap. That's the cheapest fully assembled lower that I know of that you can get, which is this, $50. $50. Trigger is decent. Reset, not bad. My front sight is missing. She is missing the front sight, unfortunately, and I did stipple it too, as you can see, underneath, side, back, just in the original space that was originally stippled. It's the same stippling that I have on my other gun, and that's really about it. Just got the FE slide on there. I'm missing my front sight because, as you know, I installed my own gun parts or whatever, so I end up losing the front sight somehow. I have no idea how, and it just so happened to be my other suppressor height sight. But it kind of worked out though, because I was trying to take these sights and put them on my Glock 17, I believe it was, maybe, but I couldn't put them on there because even with the slide getting milled, because this these sights are just too fat. They're just too fat. So yeah, I kind of missed that with them, but everything still kind of turned out perfectly. But yeah, PSA dagger, not bad, not bad. She good. She has mild recoil, I guess. Oh, that sight is crooked. Look at that sight on there. You could just tell it's crooked without even having a front sight. Next gun is gonna be another dagger because I love PSA, but this one has a threaded barrel on it. Nothing too fancy about her. I lost the optic plate to this. I don't know where it is, and the sights on this boy is crooked too. Just because I just threw them on there, I really don't care, and I really don't shoot this gun that much. It's not like it's my home defense, and it's not like I've been going to the range a lot, so I really don't care. I can just put the suppressor on there if I want. I can't just put the suppressor on there if I want because I got the threaded barrel on there. I do have a flared mag well. This is it's not metal, it's polymer, but it aesthetically look good. I mean, it looks good on there. It fits. It make it look sexy. It make it look complete. And I wrapped it with some Howie's tape too, just to put some black on black, because you always gotta have some black on something to make it complete. And also, I'll trick this one out. And I changed out the back plate on this, just not to use it, and I don't care, but it still look good on there. And the sights are crooked as fuck, as you can see. I don't care. Like I said, I really don't use this gun. It's cool, it's decent. This is the compact size. Also, damn, I forgot. I have another dagger too. I have a full size dagger too. I don't know where it is. This is my wife's gun actually. I shot this gun a few times. This gun, I will say that I shot this gun the best for sure, especially during the summertime when I was shooting outdoors hitting steel. Glock 19X. This is my wife's gun, but I will say I shoot this gun so well for some reason. I don't know why, especially when I was shooting outdoors, when I was shooting steel, when it was warm outside. But when I was shooting steel, I will admit that this gun was on point. This gun is like a laser beam. I don't know what it is. I don't know, even with the stock trigger. Yeah, this trigger. Here's what I think. I'm almost certain that the trigger on this gun is different than the trigger on a regular Glock. My foot itching. I'm almost certain that this trigger is not the same trigger in a regular Glock. I'm almost certain it can't be, because this trigger feels different than the trigger in my Glock 17, 100%. Damn, I got it, but I don't have the stock trigger in the Glock though. But the trigger in this gun just feels like amazing. Trigger, standard Glock trigger, reset a little bit up, reset. Yeah, but it just feels better. It just feels more crisp in my hand when I squeeze for some reason. I don't know why. I just love the trigger in the 1980. So this actually is my EDC. Yes, I'm rocking iron sights. I got just the night sights on there, no optic. This is my EDC. I just feel like at home with this gun more than any gun. Actually, I feel more at home with this gun and more on target with this gun than I actually feel with my SIG. And I used to carry my SIG full size. I used to actually carry that full time. I used to carry it in my pocket, and I never had a problem, like I told you before. But this gun is absolutely fire. Glock 19X, I would definitely get another one of these just to customize it. I don't know what we're gonna do to this. We're gonna see. But right now we're gonna keep her stopped. Okay, next gun is gonna be We are clear. It's gonna be a subcompact, and I customized this gun, and that's why I'm so in love with this gun. And I'm never ever gonna get rid of this gun, and I don't think I'm gonna ever change anything about this gun. SIG P365, absolute beast in the hand. Like, it feels like water in the hand. Like, I'm talking like grip is like superb. Like, you see how like the leverage I have on this is like stupid. But even with the gas pedal, I absolutely hate this gun because it kicks just like this gun. They kick the same. I know they the same size, they both subcompacts, but remind you, I didn't know this during this time. So when I bought them, I thought that these were gonna, you know, not that I thought these were gonna be my everythings, because this was just my first gun, and this one I was kind of like building out, but I did think that it was gonna be like super light on recoil, but I was a fool. Subcompacts are not light on recoil. FYI, if you don't know this, they're very bad anti-recoil guns. You shouldn't go with subcompacts. But this is one of my favorite guns for sure. I got the Go Gun USA gas pedal on there. SIG Romeo Zero Elite or something like that. Wilson Combat frame. Who's this by? I forget the grip. Grip is by Ergo. This is an Ergo grip, I think. I believe, yeah. I think this is an Ergo grip, and trigger came flat like that. Yeah. Love the aesthetics of the gun. Don't get me wrong. Love the aesthetics, but as far as like practicality for me, not really. This is, oops, I got bullets in there. I shouldn't do that. But as far as practicality goes, I probably would never like EDC this like full time. The only time I really like carry this gun is really like if I'm like taking out the excuse me, it's like if I'm like taking out the garbage, or if I'm like, that's really it. And I don't really even take out the garbage. I let my sons take out the garbage. But this is my baby though. I'm never ever getting rid of this gun. I absolutely love this gun, man. And like, she just aesthetically, she is beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. P365, get you one. I had no problems with mine at all. Like, no malfunctions, no nothing. Let's go with an honorable mention. This is, you probably gonna get mad at this, but I don't care. This is an unfinished gun. This is a PSA Rock chambered in 5.7x28. I never completed this gun, and I don't know why, and it looks silly doing that, but whatever. I never completed this gun. I don't know what I was thinking. I honestly, it's just been shoved in the back of my safe, and I forgot it was even in there, to be for real. And really, to just now making this video, I really did. I forget that it's in there because I never did nothing with it. I think I had this frame for like a year, and I paid probably $100. No, I didn't. That's a lie. I paid $50 for this. Only thing I need is a slide and a magazine. That's really about it. I'm gonna make sure that when I do get the slide, it's gonna be the exact same color, that green color. And this baby is, it feel good in my hand, and I just can't wait to see it complete and with a dot on there and a light, and we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, it feels good in my hands, and the trigger just feels like, it feel good. It feel good. But yeah, PSA Rock, not complete. First full size gun. Actually, not full size gun, because that Glock 19 I think is considered a, is that a full size? I'm not sure. Glock 19X, I'm not sure. First full size gun, call it whatever you want to call it, full size gun, not full size gun. It's gonna be my FNX 45 Tactical, chambered in 45 ACP. This gun is very heavy. This was supposed to be my home defense. That's the whole reason why I got it. Paid $1,300 for the gun. Thought about putting a suppressor on it, but what I realized is like, this gun is already heavy enough, and to put a suppressor on there, even like I seen people on YouTube do it, I know you've seen them too. This gun heavy as fuck. Like, seriously, this gun is already, to me, heavy enough. You call me pussycat, whatever you want, but this gun is heavy enough. And to put a suppressor on this gun, I feel like, to me, I mean, I know that's what it was intended for. 45 rounds are heavy. I know that 230 grains and up. I get it, but bro, this gun got some weight to it. I'm not lying. And I do have an O-light on there. O-light, your lights are really good. I don't care what nobody talking about. But I did have an optic on here. as well. I took the optic off. I had an optic on here like 40 times and I took it off. I just never really settled with this being my home defense simply because I didn't have a suppressor to go to it, and I still don't. But this is my baby though. I love this gun. She rugged. She feels very, very durable. She's very durable. I absolutely love this gun, and yeah, she fire. She had the decocker on there as well. Yeah, she's fire. I love this gun. This gun is dope. I'm not gonna get rid of this gun, but I don't know what I'm gonna do to it. If you have an idea of what you think I should do to it, tell me. I want to get it Cerakoted, but the Cerakoted job has to be A1, and I'm scared somebody gonna mess it up. All right, next gun, full size, absolute favorite pistol. I wish I could get the front sight fixed. I know you tired of hearing about it. My P320 SIG. I said it backwards. Don't matter. We got the Holosun SCRS on top. We have the gas pedal. I forget who this gas pedal is by. TLR Streamlight 9 and a Wilson's Combat for the frame. This is my favorite gun of all my pistols that I own. I thought it was gonna be my Glock, but it's not. When I finally got it customized and all done up and with the suppressor on there, but it's not. This gun is hands down my favorite gun, period. I have not shot it with this configuration yet. I don't know what just happened to my voice. I haven't shot it in this configuration yet. It has a Holosun on there. Look at that dot. That dot is beautiful though, and it's big as. The only problem that I'm having out of this gun that I hate to keep saying is that I can't get the front sight off. Now I do love SIG and it is my favorite gun, but the only problem is y'all sights are extremely difficult to get off, because I even, like I told you, I keep complaining about it. I even tried to get the sight off on this gun. You can't see it. I'm not gonna put it all up in the camera, but I tried to get the sight off on this gun too, and it was absolutely impossible to budge. I'm not gonna take it to a gunsmith. We're just gonna see what happens. But this is my baby. This is gonna be my go to war when I finally get it 100% the way that it's supposed to be. Once I get the front sight changed out, she perfect. She gonna be perfect. Like, this is my baby. Like, if Glock came standard with 21 rounds, I would take my 17 over my SIG. But given that I got a safety on this and I got 21 like standard, you can't beat this. And then it has the gas pedal just with the extra grip, and it's like, yeah, you would have to like pry this out of my hand. Like, this my baby. This my baby. This is my P320, and I'm absolutely half in love, and I'd be more in love if I can get her fully up to code with the front sight installed. And if you know how to do that, please tell me. I can't figure it out. It's like, it's really impossible. It's really impossible with this boy. It's really impossible. Okay, next gun on the list. This gun I thought was gonna be what they call the Glock killer. I thought it was gonna be my Glock killer. My Springfield Echelon. She's alright. She's alright. She ported it as well. The ports on there do keep it flat. I'm not gonna cap. But it's just not as flat as I thought. Dang, she kind of bone dry. I should really oil that. But the ports on there just don't keep it as flat as I thought. And maybe it's because I haven't put in enough time. I've only shot this gun maybe a handful of times since I got it done. I got the customization done by Patriot CNC in Oklahoma. I did have a problem, I'm not gonna lie. One problem that I did have is with my 17. When they did my 17, they did not make a cut for the front sight to be installed back on there when I got it back. And then I had to send it back to them, and they sent it back to me in a couple of days. But other than that, Patriot CNC did a pretty good job. They hit me with the, what is this? Oh God, I've been up all day. It's green, you know, it's OD green or something like that, Cerakote. They also put some slide cuts in there as well, aside from the porting. And that was really about it. That's really all they did to it. I did the stippling. Stippling was done by me, not hard, took me like 30 minutes. I do love it more with the stippling because the grip that came with it was cool, but to me it was just too slick. I needed more grip on there, so the stippling definitely did the job. I didn't stipple underneath because I didn't want to. I cared more about this than I cared about my Glock, believe it or not, so I didn't want to damage the frame by stippling it and overdoing it like I did on the other guns. So I kind of just left the undercut really the same. So aside from them Cerakoting it, hit me with the slide cuts, hit me with the ports, I also have CNC Patriots magwell and base plate. But if you buy the CNC magwell, which I don't even think they sell anymore, neither do they sell the base plates, you have to use them in combination. You can't use the Springfield regular mag with the regular base plate on there with this magwell. It won't work. But I don't even think they even sell either one of these no more, so I'm glad I copped this. If you got you one, you lucky. If you didn't get you one, but yeah, I don't even think they sell these two no more. But I'm glad that I caught mine while I could. But this is my baby. I like this gun. You know what I'm saying? All my guns are really my babies, to be real with you. It's not really one that I really, you know what I'm saying, choose too much over the other. But yeah, it's my baby. The grip on this gun is absolutely phenomenal. But the only thing that I really don't like about this gun, I guess I would say, is probably trigger. Trigger to me is tiring to me. Reset, when you constantly shoot it too much, even though I haven't shot it a lot, this trigger, I don't know, my fingers just get tired during dry fire. So I don't really more so over than it does when I dry fire with the Glock. Just the constant pressing of this trigger to me, it's very tiring on the finger for some strange reason. Oh, also I forgot, I do have a steel guy rod in here. I'm not sure how heavy it is. It might be 16 ounces, I believe. I'm not really sure, don't quote me on that, but I do have a steel guy rod in there, as you can see right there, and that does bring down the recoil as well in combination with the ports, but just is not as much as I thought. And like I said, maybe it's because I didn't get enough work in with it, but I do plan on getting more work in with it soon. How soon is soon? Don't know. We're gonna see. Okay, this is another PCC build that I have. Basically, this is a P320 inside of a MCK kit. I paid about $225 for the kit. This is a Gen 1. If you're gonna get the kit, don't get the Gen 1, get the Gen 2. The Gen 2, you can have the ability to have a threaded barrel on there. On the Gen 2, you can have the ability to put a suppressor on there, so make sure you get the Gen 2. And I think the Gen 2 has better ergonomics somehow, some way. Don't quote me on that. But this is my P320 build. I have a Viper. I don't know if this is a Venom or a Vortex. I don't exactly remember. Don't quote me. Opposite side, I have a TLR. Remember, like I said before, I don't know what the light is called on this one. I really don't. I really don't. I never knew. But anyway, we have 30 round mags in here, and we have a 21 round. Yeah, 21 round in here as well. So we got the 30, and then we got the 21, and this is just a This is just a P320 in a chassis, basically. It's the same P320. Brace on there, so no, this is not a rifle, this is a pistol. This is just an accessory, but if we were to put a stock on this, this will become a rifle and we'd have to SBR this, and we don't want to do that. Also have the whole grip on here for extra cushiness, you know what I'm saying. It also has like the foldable brace as well. I forgot to show you that the brace fold. So yeah, so she fold back and forth. So basically how I put it together was you just hit this little lever underneath here, like this lock, and actually I don't even think I can show you that. I don't even want to try to show you that because I might get in trouble for that. But this is my P320 in an MCK kit, and it's an absolute must-have, and it's laser beam accurate. I've only shot it a few times, and Shell shot it at the range. That might have been recent. I don't remember exactly when that was. I think maybe we shot it outdoors. I don't really recall. but I've only shot this a handful of times, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. I wish I could get free ammunition and shoot it a lot more, but I can't. But this is definitely my baby. I'm not letting go of this either. I'm not getting rid of this either. No time soon. This is an absolute must-have. You got a P320 laying around a spare that you ain't trying to do nothing with. Do something with it. Grab you an MCK kit. You will love it. But also, don't forget though, they do have way better options than MCK. You got like the Raider Flux. You got MCK, Raider Flux. Damn, I was talking like I knew the rest of them. I don't know the rest of them off the top of my head, but I do know that they sell better things. I don't want to say better. They sell alternatives to the MCK kit. Like I said, like the Raider Flux, which is actually kind of expensive. I think they're running like 500 now. I think they're like 500. Yeah, it's like 500. That's too expensive. But this is my baby, and she's not going nowhere. She's gonna stay with me for a while. I don't even need to check this gun because this gun it's nothing even checked at all. Actually, because my charger handle is missing. This is gonna be my PSA pistol. I think this is a 13.5, 12.5. I'm not really sure. She is under construction as we speak. I did put a Surefire muzzle brake, I believe this is, for suppressor purposes. But like I said in my other, but like I said before, I absolutely just don't like this gun at all. It's just, even with a suppressor on it, it's just not what I thought. And like I said, it's because I'm getting the experience. I've never shot these I've never shot these firearms in these configurations with suppressors, and this is a learning process. So with me learning, I realized that 12.5 inches, 13.5 inches, whatever, even with cans on them, 5.56, they are just still loud as fuck. I mean, I know the 16 inches are still loud, but 12 inches, they're still loud. Like they're like not still loud, they're louder is what I mean to say. They're louder. Yeah, she has a pistol brace on there, nothing special, and that's it. Nothing. She's under construction. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this gun yet. I'm still waiting to put my brain parts together to see what I'm gonna do. I don't know. So she's under construction. It's the first 22 actually that I ever bought. It's gonna be my Rossi Chamberlain 22 long rifle. Proper name on this is a Rossi RS22. Yeah, Rossi model RS22. It's nothing really too special about my Rossi. This is just my 22 that I bought to really just to teach my kids really how to really shoot, and you know, not give them something too big to shoot right off the rip. This is the first rifle to ever be in my house that I ever had possession of. It's not mine, but this is a Diamondback 15, a DB15 to be exact. Yeah, very budget friendly. She's under construction as well. As you can see, her charging handle is missing. She doesn't have a magazine in her, and that's like that for a reason. I'm still trying to figure out what am I gonna do to it other than Cerakote it, because you can see I clearly painted it. Why I did that, I don't know. Amateur work. This was done about the same time that I bought my Beretta, I believe. Yeah, so this paint's been on here for about 4 years. Yeah, 5 years almost to be exact. Actually, yeah, it's been on here for a while. So this is my, not mine, but this is a DB15. This is my wife's actually. I'm just gonna go and just finally just say it. And I messed her gun up kind of with the paint, but she don't really care because she don't really shoot it, and I'm the one to do all the shooting. And, oh, this is one of my favorites. Actually, yeah, baby, I love, yeah. This is my baby. This is my Henry lever action Chamberlain 44 Special and 44 Remington. As a Nikon Pro Staff scope. First scope that I've ever had, and the glass on this scope is absolutely like stupendous. Like I ain't even joking. Like it's absolutely crystal clear. I love this scope. I got this from a pawn shop. This is a pawn shop purchase. I paid $200 for this gun plus a trade-in. But it was definitely worth the trade-in, worth the experience to have and to own, really. I do have some resting issues I see on the scope. mount rings, I think they call it. Scope is a 227 power scope. I don't really know much about the scope. I've only shot this gun a few times. This is absolutely my baby. Absolutely love this gun, man. This is my baby. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of this gun, especially considering it's my first lever action. I'm not ever getting rid of this. She going to the safe, and she gonna stay in the big safe when I get her my expensive safe. I don't know when I'm gonna get that because safe is expensive. All I know is I need a safe, and they are expensive. And I don't even know when I'm gonna be able to afford one of them, like, all jokes aside. They're just too expensive. Let's go back to pistols real quick because I forgot one. This is gonna be my Glock 17 Gen 5, chambered in 9mm with the hollow sun dot on top, SLR base plate. I don't know who this flared magwell is by. Stippling was done by me. Light is TLR Streamlight 9. Suppressor is Rugged Obsidian 9. And it's a Glock. I mean, it's a Glock. It's a Glock. It's nice, but it's just a Glock. It's just my Glock. This is just my baby. I don't really have too much to say about this. I did get some work done on it. This work was also done by Patriot CNC. Slide serrations, the slide cuts, and so forth. Actually, I do have a lot to say. I have quite a few things to say about this gun. I don't know why I'm acting like I don't. I got this gun ported originally, but as you see, it's not ported. The ported barrel isn't in there now. I have the threaded barrel in there now, but I did have it ported right there. And the port that I got is the port that I have is called the chunk port. I don't like it at all. Period. To me, it's absolutely trash, and I honestly feel like I kind of wasted my money, and I kind of wanted a refund back from Patriot CNC, but I ain't really, trip too hard on them because, I already had bought it and shot it. But the chunk port was not it. Actually, I got both of these guns done at the same time. I got the Echelon done, and I got the Glock done as well. But the Echelon, you remember, I got the 4 ports at the top on the Echelon, and then I got the chunk port on here, and it just wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. So I end up just figuring I'm just gonna put a suppressor on here and really just leave it at that. The most I've done to it outside of the stippling and the other stuff that I mentioned is I changed out the trigger and put the performance enhancement trigger on there. Best trigger for your Glock. Every Glock that I have, every Glock that I'm gonna get in the future is going to have the performance enhancement trigger. So now I just automatically know that when I buy a Glock, I have to spend an extra $100 because I have to get the enhancement trigger. I kind of wanted to keep mine as OME as possible, considering how I got the suppressor on there, and obviously it's for a reason. So I kind of wanted to keep the trigger just as stock as possible. So that's why I went with the performance enhancement trigger, and it absolutely, your trigger, it breaks clean. Give you a reset. Yeah, trigger is crisp, breaks absolutely clean, is a must-have. You gotta get one. Glock 17 Gen 5, it's my baby, but second to my Sid. Let's talk rifles. This is my go-to rifle. This is a rifle that I custom built her. Like, this is my baby. This is an Anderson manufacturing AR-15, obviously. I do absolutely love this gun. This is my go-to 100%. Primary arms red dot on top. This is a Olight, I believe, at the end of this, and I chopped the what is it called? You know what it's called. I chopped it because I wanted to be more at a slanted angle to, so when I get my C-clamp grip, it'd be more comfortable for me. But I painted this gun outside of my garage. Me and my sons did. I absolutely love how it turned out. I think that this is gonna be, for the indefinite future, gonna be my go-to rifle, because like I said, I don't plan on buying any AR-15s in the future. F 2025, I don't. This is probably gonna be the most, as far as AR-15, that you probably gonna see from me. You probably not gonna see too much more. Like I said, this is probably really it. I got the standard charging handle on there. Muzzle brake is for suppressors for my Omega my Hybrid 46M. It's not on there right now. That's on my Strivog, as you'll see. The only thing I did to this gun other than paint it was swap off the trigger. This is a PSA trigger. I don't know how many pounds it is exactly. I think it's 2.5. It's a single stage, I believe. I paid about $80 for this trigger. It is literally worth every single penny. I am not telling you one single lie. Trigger. Hopefully reset is short. And I guess maybe some of y'all might not even be impressed by that because you're like, bro, it's a AR-15 trigger. Well, I'm just showing it for people who don't know. Oh, I got the green tips in there too. That's an absolute must. This is not really for home defense, really. This is just more for like the range, I guess. But it can be used for both. But right now, it's just like my in-between, like 6-man pick of the year type deal. You already know what this is. Excellent. This is my Zastava M70, chambered in 7.62 by 39. Absolutely my favorite rifle. No questions asked. AK platform is always better than ARs. That's actually what I'm gonna actually be doing. I think I'm solely just gonna cop AKs from the future. I think that's what I'm probably going to rear my. I think that's probably what I'm going to rear my training towards. It's probably AK training, AK manipulation, and things of that sort. I love the AK platform. I got a KCI 20 round mag, which is an absolute must. Quality fit finish is amazing. Rail is by RS Regulate. Rail was quite expensive, about $200 on the rail. I got this hand. Gas cover came from Zastava. I got this from Zastava for, I believe, $5 on their clearance. Absolute steal. Check Zastava's website for clearance because they be having some absolute code discount parts. That's an absolute must. Red dot is going to be by Primary Arms. This is a SLX something. I'm not really sure. Let's talk optic mount. Optic mount is also by RS Regulate. Hella expensive. Worth every penny, I will say, but one thing that I must note, if you didn't see my last video, is that if you do decide to buy this optic mount, it comes separate from this that holds the optic. You have to buy this separate. These two pieces right here are separate, and this is about $80. This is about it's 100 and something, mid hundreds, like maybe like 150 or something like that. Worth it though. Lightweight, way more lightweight compared to the Zastava mount, which you can get for $100 too. Way lighter than that, but the benefit versus the Zastava mount is that it has this full Picatinny section. It has it as on top. It has it above instead of down here, because you can't mount anything down here. You have to buy the separate mounting system, the separate mount that goes up top. You can get the full length Picatinny, but I just decided to get the one just so my red dot would sit up there good. Singular by itself. What else do I have on here? Oh, I swapped out obviously the stock. I put an AR-15 style buffer tube on there. I put a Zastava buffer tube adapter. This was like $50 off Zastava's website. Super easy to install. It just installs through the train, I believe. The rear train, I believe. I'm not really sure. It might be outside or it might be inside. I'm not really sure. And just a basic Magpul stock with a sling that's attached like that. It's kind of like weaved in there and it won't come out. Yeah, I'm not getting any more AR-15s. I'm solely going to focus on AKs. I've seen a few AKs that I want. One is definitely going to be a KUSA, a Kalashnikov USA. I seen that. I want to definitely cop that. I was thinking about Riley Defense. Not kind of really sure on them, but I'm definitely going to cop probably every PSA 5.56 AK. Every PSA 5.56 AK that I can get my hands on, I'm gonna cop. And that's really where my focus is gonna be. It's really gonna be probably AKs, 2011s definitely, because I have no 2011s. I wish I did. And that's probably about it. 2011s, AKs. And I might think about maybe getting maybe 2 more suppressors, maybe that might be about it. But 2011s, AKs, that's really probably all I'm really gonna be copping. No AR-15s. You won't see any AR-15s. You'll only see yeah, no AR-15s. You gonna only see this and something very, very similar on here, unfortunately, if you like AR-15. But that's neither here or there. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna give me another Z-Pap. Oh, that's what I wanted to get. Actually, off the top of my head, it's 2 more. I want to get the M85 and I want to get the M90. I want to have it in pistol and I want to have it in rifle version, because that pistol version and M85, I'm gonna SBR that and put a can on there, and that's gonna be damn. I need to get rich, man. Other than that, yeah. So yeah, this is my M70, my Zastava. I absolutely love this gun. This gun is my favorite. This is my first AK. It's never ever leaving my collection. I absolutely love it. I'm working on getting a can to go on there. I need the proper muzzle brake and the right can recommendation. Nobody's been helping me out with that, so I guess I figured that out on my own. But yeah, this is my M70, and this is my absolute baby. Yeah, this my baby. This she's everything to me. I'm never letting this gun go. Okay, so last gun is gonna be my home defense, my Grand Power Strike Log chambered in 9mm with a hybrid Omega 46M suppressor. Olight is going to be the light of choice, absolutely, you know that. And I have a SIG Romeo 5 as the dot with a tourniquet attached to the end with a bungee type cord with just a simple mad pull sling affixed through the rear. This gun is, if you wondering about PCCs, the first PCC I think that you should get pistol caliber carbine, a carbine chambered in a pistol caliber. Strike log all day. My variant is the A3S, I believe, the short barrel version. I think the barrel is about 5 inches on this, I believe. Absolute lightweight, super lightweight. I'm talking even with the suppressor on there. I absolutely feel like I picked the best option in home defense for the simple fact of lightweight. This gun is so lightweight and just so maneuverable, and even with the suppressor on there, like I don't know what the overall length is, but I can tell you, like I said, it's the same length as an AR pistol. It's the same length, if you can see it, as an AR pistol with the suppressor on there. So what length that is, I don't know exactly, but absolutely. Rounds I have in here are going to be 147 grains. You probably can't see those, but these are PSA 147 grains as well. These my go-to rounds. I have had 0 malfunctions with the 147 PSAs, but I have had malfunctions with the federal 147 grains, specifically out of the strike log. I haven't had any malfunctions out of my 17 with the 147 federals or the AACs, but I have again had malfunctions in the strike log suppressed with the 147. So if you're gonna go suppress strike log 147 grains, try to stay away from the federals. You might be able to work it in there, you know what I'm saying. You might be able to eventually get it to run, but with me, I had failure to feed issues. No failure to ejects, but several failure to feeds. This gun is, I guess you could say, complete. I don't know what else to do to it other than to Cerakote it, maybe throw a better light on there. I do plan on swapping out my cans. Right now I have the Hyper 46M on there. I do plan on putting my Rugged Obsidian on there. The only problem is that I have to get the accessory parts, and the accessory parts are expensive, and I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Most importantly, the most important thing about this gun and on this gun is the tourniquet itself. On your home defense rifle, if you're carrying a rifle or a PCC, specifically in this area, make sure you have a tourniquet attached to your home defense firearm. That is an absolute must. It's an absolute must. Don't debate with me about it. Tourniquets are easy to get. They cheap to get. They're about $30 or $40 on Amazon. Copy you one. It can save your life. It can save somebody else's life. That's really all I got to say on that. You can't really see the dot on here. This setup is actually perfect for me. I like the fact, the reason why I chose the O light on here was because it has the flat push button, I guess you can call it that. It's flat in it. It just runs so streamlined. That's really all I can say. I'm not gonna go on 1,000 years about it. It's just so streamlined. It's just perfect, and it just runs so good together. I chose wonderful. I'm so glad that I got this gun, man. I absolutely love this gun, and she looks aesthetically just absolutely beautiful. One thing I can say that I have the suppressor on here is that I do get a lot of, you probably can't see it, but there's a lot of, you can see the suppressor shadow off of the light. I'm gonna get a mount to fix that issue so the light sits up a little bit higher or further away from the suppressor, and that should really solve that issue. But yeah, man, this is my end of the year gun collection. 2025 is gonna be amazing. Let's see what happens. Any suggestions? Let me know what you think I should cop. I'm focusing solely on AKs and 2011s. Let me know. Oh, also, I really want to get in to testing these Sealy optics, like the Bull Sealy or Sealy optic. I'm not really sure. I said that so confidently, but I really want to get into testing their optics, man. They optics, they look rugged. They look like they exactly what I need, especially on my 17. Really on all my pistols. That's really what I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna try to cop up. I'm gonna try to get up all the Sealy optics and test them and run them and see how reliable they really are, because I plan on shooting a lot of rounds this year. And other than that, I'm really focusing on training and self-improvement and training, and I advise you to highly do the same. One more thing that I highly advise you to have if you don't have one: a dehumidifier. If you don't have one, you must have one. If you live in a humid state, rust will appear on your guns, unfortunately, like it was, I was telling you on my Henry. Get you a dehumidifier. They're an absolute must. Mine's is a little pink. I didn't even show you. Mine's is wore out. It needs to be charged, and I'm not gonna charge it right this very second because I got things to do. But that's my gun collection at 24. I have nothing further to say. I appreciate your support. Later.